Hi, I'm Todd Studer, and this is Local Roots. Today marks the start of something special. This is the first episode in a limited series where we'll be exploring the county parks of Pottawattamie County, Iowa. These aren't just patches of green on a map, they're places full of stories, full of history, and full of connection. From peaceful riversides to wooded trails, each park has its own personality and purpose, and I'd like to help share those stories. First, I'd like to tell you that Castle and Associates of American Family Insurance is your local insurance provider for all of your home, auto, life, business, and farm insurance needs. 4 convenient locations in Trainer, Council Bluffs, Bellevue, and Elkhorn. They are local and in your neighborhood, ready to help you navigate the complexities of insurance today. Travis and his team educate, advise, and simplify insurance, all to protect those things you cherish most. Give them a call today for your free quote. Do you or does someone you love need in-home care? Home Care Advocacy Network helps you maintain your own privacy in your own space while still receiving care and support with a personalized touch. Aging in place can be critical for many people. Home Care Advocacy Network can meet those needs with an understanding that assisted living is best at home. HCAN of Southwest Iowa brings the personal touch to care in Glenwood, Council Bluffs, Red Oak, Clarinda, and all the surrounding communities. Visit hcan.com/Southwest Iowa to learn more. We are kicking off our series in a quiet corner of the county that holds a surprising amount of history, a place where the past and present truly meet. I'm talking about Old Town Park in Macedonia, Iowa. At first glance, Old Town Park might seem like just another peaceful campground beside a river, but when you dig just a little beneath the surface, you'll find out that it's one of the most historically significant spots in this region. Let's rewind the clock to the mid-1800s. A group of Mormon pioneers are making their way west after being forced to leave Nauvoo, Illinois. They're traveling across Iowa, seeking safe places to cross rivers, places to camp, places to regroup, and hopefully places to stay. When they reached what is now Macedonia, they found something rare in this part of Iowa, a limestone-bottomed river crossing on the West Nishnabotna River. That made it much easier for wagons to cross, and because it was easy to cross, some of them stayed. That small settlement became known as Old Macedonia, and it quickly grew into a small trading hub for the region. Goods came in, supplies went out, and families began to lay down roots. It was one of the first established communities in Pottawattamie County. And here is where it gets even more interesting. The first church service in the area didn't happen in a church. It happened inside Stutzman's Mill, where a man named Elder Calvin Beebe delivered a sermon. He read from the book of Acts, the verse that says, "Come over into Macedonia and help us." That verse inspired the town's name, and that name, Macedonia, has stuck ever since. Old Macedonia flourished for a time, but like many pioneer settlements, it eventually moved, shifting closer to the railroad and evolving into the Macedonia we know today. But the original site? That's what became Old Town Park. Today, Old Town Park is managed by Pottawattamie County Conservation and spans 9.5 acres. It's a serene piece of land with tent and RV camping, a playground for the kids, picnic shelters, and a boat ramp with river access. It's also the final takeout spot on the West Nishnabotna Water Trail. So, if you've been paddling, this is where your float comes to an end. But it's more than just a recreational spot. You can still walk the land where settlers lived, where sermons echoed, where the river shaped the story of this town. And I think that's something worth experiencing. If you're someone who loves history or just wants to understand the roots of our county a little better, you should also make time to visit the Pioneer Trail Museum in downtown Macedonia. It's filled with journals, tools, and documents from the people who once lived in the original Old Macedonia settlement. They've done a wonderful job preserving the character of those early pioneers, and it connects beautifully with the experience of visiting the park. Now, here's why I chose Old Town Park to start the series, because it reminds us that places matter. Not just the big, famous places, but the small ones, the quiet ones, the ones that didn't make national headlines, but still meant everything to the people who lived there. That's what this short series is about. It's about rediscovering the heart of our county, one park at a time. Over the next few weeks on Local Routes, we'll visit other Pottawattamie County parks, from the high bluffs and hiking trails of Hitchcock Nature Center to the lakeside of Arrowhead Park. So, if you're listening at home, or on your morning drive, or maybe even from a picnic table at a park like this one, thank you. Thank you for taking this journey with me. Thank you for caring about your community and the stories that make it unique. And if you haven't been to Old Town Park yet, I hope this gives you a reason to go. Walk the trails, listen to the river, sit quietly, and think about the families who once stood in that very spot, facing a future they couldn't predict with courage and faith. Let's spend another moment thinking about what makes a park like Old Town unique. It's not just the land, it's the feeling that land carries with it. A kind of gentle reminder that life moves in cycles, that history is not just written in books, but in soil, in trees, in water that keeps flowing long after the stories have faded. The West Nishnabotna River isn't just a scenic waterway, it's a storyteller. Every bend of that river has carried canoes, dreams, prayers, and plans. It witnessed hardship, perseverance, and joy. When you sit quietly at the river's edge, you're sitting beside generations of those who came before. Let's not overlook the educational side of this experience either. As more schools and families take interest in local history and conservation, places like Old Town Park become outdoor classrooms. Imagine a field trip where students don't just read about pioneer life, but stand where it happened, where they can visualize the wagons, the voices, the faith it took to press on. And here's something else to consider. Parks like Old Town aren't just preserved, they're lived in. Campers who return every year, paddlers who trace the water trail each summer, local kids who know exactly where the best skipping stones can be found. When something is passed down, not just preserved, but actively used, that's how you know it matters. So as we walk this trail together through this series, through these stories, I hope you come away with more than just facts. I hope you feel a deeper connection to where we live, to the spaces we often drive past, to the land that quietly holds the stories we sometimes forget. Because when we remember them, when we walk the same trails and cross the same rivers, we do more than honor history. We become part of it. If you need metal fabrication done right, look no further than Foxco Fabrication in Council Bluffs. From custom welding to large-scale manufacturing, they bring your ideas to life with expert craftsmanship and cutting-edge technology. Whether it's industrial, commercial, or custom fabrication, they get the job done on time and built to last. Take a look at some of their projects at foxcofab.com. If you have a leak, a clogged drain, or planning a big remodel, Waldstein Plumbing in Council Bluffs has you covered. Fast, reliable service and expert craftsmanship. They handle everything from small repairs to major installations. Locally owned and trusted, they take pride in doing the job right the first time. Residential or commercial, big or small, when plumbing problems strike, call Waldstein Plumbing. Visit them online at waldsteinplumbing.com. That's all for today's episode of Local Roots. If you have a favorite Pottawattamie County park or story you think I should cover, send me a message or tag Local Roots on social media. Until next time, I'm Todd Studer. We'll see you back here tomorrow morning.